seen on film now that it's here, just their talent and how you match up from a talent perspective against a team with potential future lottery picks?
Yeah, I mean, extremely talented team, of course. I like our talent. We're a talented team as well. These guys, they're one of the best offensive teams in the country, and they're one of the best defensive teams in the country. It's hard to argue that there's many teams out there with a better backcourt of the three of those guys. That combination that those three guys make up. I love Isaiah Briscoe's game. He's, in my opinion, he's one of the most underrated guys in the country. I know he's got a rep, but I think that he does a lot of stuff that doesn't show up in the box score as well. Those freshman guards, of course, are terrific. The bio's terrific. They've got more depth. They've got bigs coming off the bench that are very talented, of course. They play really hard. Very physical. They've got great team speed. They're great on the offensive glass. They're good at a lot of things.
Do you expect Fox to play?
Yeah, I mean, we're just anticipating him playing. Absolutely.
Malik Monk, just how do you deal with him and slow him down from a scoring standpoint? How do you keep him from impacting the game?
Do our best to. We've been, for the most part, a gap-heavy team in the half court. I know a lot of teams have done a good job of limiting his touches, and I'm not sure that we've had a lot of experience doing that. It's just not who we are. But if you allow him to get a couple of easy ones, especially early, you're in for a long time. He's one of the most talented scorers in the country. He's already hit 73s. He can make contested, tough threes, jump 40 inches, and jump backwards, and jump sideways. He's got the ability to get it all anytime he wants. We just got to make sure everyone is contested. Make everything he does, make it hard, and just make it hard. We've got to make him work. And if we're really locked in and he doesn't get an easy one, then we've done job number one. But we also need to understand he's going to make some hard ones. He's got the ability to do that, and we can't get discouraged. We've got to stay the course.
Obviously, this is a really fast Kentucky team, ranked 14, and just the tempo I'm looking at. Just how do you kind of match that?
Well, transition defense is huge. We've got to stop that ball, of course. We've got to, especially with Fox and Briscoe, we've got to do a good job by committee, trying to limit the amount of times they get in the paint in transition. But it's easier said than done too when you need to be extended on a guy like Monk. When you need to rim run and be wrestling with Adebayo so he doesn't get great post position. On transition ducking. So playing a team like Kentucky, like playing a team like Gonzaga earlier in the year, playing a team like Duke, you just can't make glaring mistakes. You've got to be good at everything just to give yourselves a chance. And this is one of those teams that you can still play really well and not win. Obviously, we've got to do our best to play our best, just to give ourselves a chance.
How much film will you show the guys given the quick turnaround?
About the same amount, honestly, because we'll probably back off with the amount of physical stuff that we do because of the quick turn. So it's kind of a trade-off there. We'll watch about the same amount. We'll condense it into a quicker period of time.
This is your first Thursday, Saturday in SEC play. Did you ever have that WAC or Conference USA when you were coaching?
That's all we had. I believe that's all we had for 4 straight years. Yeah, with some we had Thursday, Saturdays with trips to Hawaii and San Jose State, Idaho, and Seattle. So talk about not doing much practice. Sometimes you don't even go to the gym. You can walk through the hotel room.
So, I mean, is there anything you could draw from that to take into this or no?
Yeah, a little bit, I guess. Just the fact that you've got to condense stuff. Your focus has got to be terrific with your guys. They've got to be really, really locked in just to give ourselves a chance. We're going to play hard at the tip. Kentucky's going to play hard. It's going to be a great environment. we've got to get something done today. We'll notify our guys in the front end of practice today, guys, it's not gonna be a 2-hour knockdown, drag-out practice, but here's what's important today, here's what we have to get accomplished.
How important it will be to limit the amount of bias impacts, especially on the boards?
Really, really important. He's great in the offensive glass. He's a great field goal percentage finisher. You know, he's just a high percentage guy. But again, at the same time, if he's your focal point, then you've got 3 guards out there that are all tremendous players that you can't allow your focus to drop on those guys and how we're defending those guys and so on and so forth. We've got to be able to hold our own to a certain extent without allowing any of these Kentucky players to demand 2 defenders, because that's when you're really in trouble.
Mike, your resume is already really good, but what would a Kentucky win do for you guys from that standpoint? Especially when you look at those 4 losses against the teams that are
Yeah.
currently ranked right now.
Yeah, I think it'd be a huge breakthrough win for us if we could get it done. We had opportunities there. Duke, for the most part, maintained a decent lead, you know, if you think about the last 30 minutes or so of that game. But Gonzaga, you know, we had a double-digit lead in the first half, had a 5-point halftime lead. We played at Florida State in a great environment, in a rivalry game, and we were right there, you know, minus 3 or 4 mistakes, maybe you had a chance to go steal that one. So, and we didn't take advantage, of course. So here's another one. You know, and one factor is going to be how well Kentucky plays. Another factor is going to be how quickly, again, we can make this turn and how good our focus is today and tomorrow. Again, the environment's going to be great. If we play really well, maybe we're in a position to where it's a 2-3 possession game there, where 2-3 possessions in the second half. If we do this as opposed to this, we can overcome. You know, we can get over the hump and win a really big one.
Anything on, did you ask about Stone, or did you ask
No.
about Fox? Anything new on Stone
No,
on this? Or
the viral deal that's led to some year this, year that busyness, I don't understand. He ain't not intelligent enough. I just know he's not cleared. He's day to day, and we're hoping maybe he's cleared this afternoon. Maybe he's cleared tomorrow. Maybe it's a week. I don't know. I know he doesn't feel great. He's gotten better and better. It's a setback for him, but who knows with a freshman might be.
What's
Once
it-
this guy's where you can come back really refreshed.
Sorry.
That's okay.
What's the confidence level of the team right now heading into this game? I mean, coming on the run that it's on right now?
I think it's pretty high. It's as high as it's been, for sure. But our guys also understand what they're up against with the Wildcats, and there's a lot of respect there from our guys. We'll see where our confidence is at the tip tomorrow, and 5 minutes in and 10 minutes in. I think that's really important, of course. Got to get off to a good start. But we're in a pretty good place in terms of our confidence.
And you were talking about the maturity also?
Yeah, I was really pleased with our maturity last night. Again, you knock on wood, and you hope that we play really mature tomorrow. But in a game like that, where you get off to such a good start, and you've got a big game looming with all of campus buzzing. You got tents down the street for a team that again, we haven't experienced a high level of success other than Casey Hill. I thought we handled it really well. I thought we took a step yesterday, and there's more steps to be taken, of course, with this program and the rebuilding of the culture. But really pleased with the way we started and the way that we maintained it. Our second half defense was pretty good, and for the first time we defended in our home arena.
Any concern that any of your guys would be maybe overwhelmed by Kentucky and the fact that the lack of success against them, that kind of?
I don't think so. I mean, I think there's a respect there. I think it's a healthy respect. I think we're a more confident team than a year ago. And I don't. At the same time, though, our guys don't just think, oh, we're going to blast Kentucky show tomorrow and play average and beat them. I think they know better than that. But I think our guys probably feel like we've got to play really well to beat them. But if we play really well, we'll have a chance. And that's all you can ask for. I think it's a healthy level of confidence and respect there.
You guys have been a pretty low turnover team all season, but how imperative is that?
Huge.
Considering.
Huge in this one. These guys, what is it, 91, 92 points a game, something crazy. 9 ball turnovers in this one are enormous. They play, we mentioned tempo earlier, I think they're 8th in the country in offensive tempo. Those three playmakers in transition are just, you're just putting yourself, it'll be a layup drill. You turn the ball over against these guys. We've got to play really smart. It'd be the only thing we talk about offensively. We're not putting in new plays. We're not gonna have 10 offensive keys. We've got to give ourselves a chance to defend these guys, starting with our offense.